Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Now Cook running right. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Check, 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 check.
And an alley to run. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. They had trouble stopping the run last week at a loss, and here it rears its ugly head early.
You're supposed to try and get your confidence going after a loss like that where you gave up big yards running the football. This is not the way to go about it. It looks exactly as it did just a week ago.
Hey, 0, 0, 0. Gun.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. They find some open field here. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Go. Check. Crouch.
They go play action with Jackson, and he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Randy Gregory He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Randy Gregory, his 2nd sack of the night.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah, what's going on? It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
He'll take it at the 42. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Cook. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he's taken down inside the 30. A Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now they're going to get about 3 here out of this 1st down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd and 7, Wilson being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And he's into the clear. 30, 10, and he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. And now it's down to a 1-score game.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Go, 14. Finds the mic. Finds the mic. Front left. Straight.
from the 35 on second down. Wilson, he'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
First down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, hey.
Guys, game situation. Let's go.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And an alley to run. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
46-yard line.
Fight. 3-15.
Go. Go. Watch the safety creep.
There. Hey, 0.
Mike 5.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. And this would complete to Will Fuller. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34.
Time go.
95.
Now a run with Cook. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Check 52.
From the pistol, they run it with Cook. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Third and 2, now Wilson. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 16.
You and I both know most coaches are really fearful about their quarterbacks running with the ball. They don't want him to take that big hit. I don't think they worry about that with Russell Wilson. He's so smart in what he does, and we just saw it there on that scramble.
No. You go tight. Let's go double count right here. Double count. Good tight.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Well, they have had success when he keeps the ball in the option, but not there. I mean, you just saw exactly why many old NFL coaches would say, don't use your quarterback in the running game.
Now a give running right, it's Cook. They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, a good job defensively to recover.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. So a great play there, obviously because of the loss. We had your free safety coming up to make the tackle.
Great observation, because one of the cliches is that every defensive coach tells us in run defense we need all 11 to the ball in order to handle it. Well, how often does the free safety begin dropping into the box? Not very often. So he did a nice job diagnosing and getting involved.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
From the 27, Jackson. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
To Marquise Goodwin. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Jackson. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Stop your whining.
On 2nd and very short, Jackson. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Let's get it.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Mostert, and that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10. At their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
14. Hold up. Switch. Alert. Got it.
Check 13. Check.
Alert.
Hey, alert 3.
Gun.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, but it'll be second down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check 31.
Alert.
Now Wilson going to throw again. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Mike 50. Watch the run. 51, Mike 51.
Where?
Field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
On 3rd down, Wilson looking deep for DeMaria, and that's caught inside the 35. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. On 1st down, it's Cook. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
At the Steelers' 29-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
One time.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson rolling to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. And his kick is good. Not by much. It was leaking oil in the end, but he tucks it in the bottom right corner. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. They don't want to repeat a 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. Yeah, he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
Check hot route. Hot. 52 is the mic right here, over there, right? 52 is the mic. Quit talking about it and bring it. Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Get ready.
Here's Jackson to throw. It's caught. Smith. A nice gain of 21 yards.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Check. Lucky.
3rd and goal, Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Fresno. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Mike 8. Mike 8.
Record. Check 9. Smart that.
Here's Wilson to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Airing this one. That's caught inside the 20. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. 71 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. This Steeler defense proving its mettle here. And now this is 3rd and goal.
Check it back. Check 4.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal.
Check. Zebra.
Cook following the penalty. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Lutz with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet.
He's got him in, complete, 20, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Marquise Goodwin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Now it's Jackson. And he'll get in for the 2 points, and that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Yeah, every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now a dump off here complete. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard, and you probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about a little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space. Find that area and let your quarterback hit you.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete.
Let's go.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Miami.
Undercut. Check.
Now Wilson on first down. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and everybody's starting to take over in this game.
They run again on first down, Cook. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. They'll run on first down. Cook. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
From the 31, Wilson. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
16 yards.
Quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far.
And what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with, all right? Because anyone who can make that type of an adjustment and shake off a really horrendous week the week before and come back and play mistake-free football to this point, yeah, that's a guy I want to play with, that's for sure.
Wilson going to lead his guys up first and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
19.
Back to the ground. This time Cook. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up first and goal now. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Gotta go, in and out. Let's go.
They'll run with Cook. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Tight dog. Check 99.
Play action. It's Jackson. And this one's incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, and it's 3rd down.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition and practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Randy Gregory able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Going deep downfield for Ross. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Eli Apple. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
14.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On the carry, it's Cook. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the Steelers' 28-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
2 times. We got 3, fellas. We got
Now a give right side. It's Cook. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
A Miami first down on a 14-yard pickup. So a victory here.